They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Now these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 12.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Devin McCourty picks it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The drive starts with a completion, left side. Still moving. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami.
Now Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They want to find DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Jones. Airing it out deep for Woods. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. This one now in their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Newton. Escaping the pressure right.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Play action. Jones. Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They hand this off to Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well. Sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership at the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Devin McCourty picks it off. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, Jones.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
That catch good for only a couple. Seven, our score after 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Jones on 3rd down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Out of the shotgun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw. Jones.
That swung out wide to Harris.
Touchdown! Damian Harris, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, we got four down. Check three.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. And this one complete to Will Fuller. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Looking this time for once, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Here's Jones off the bootleg. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. This is caught. It's Woods. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check 24.
Here's Tua. They get this out wide to Gaskin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, it's Tua. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Tua to throw again. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards for number 11. On first down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And we'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down, Patriots.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, this is White. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. adjusting to run again here with White.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down carry for Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones now on 3rd down. Open space inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, we got to get a stop here, D. Like 22, he's coming.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Cortland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
That boy's got 4.
Tua going to throw. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And they give this time to the tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Gaskin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Harris. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
New England on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They run with Harris.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Throwing, Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Tua. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. He got a hand in there to break that one up.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Patriots send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Escapes the defender. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
Tagovailoa.
And he'll just get rid of it.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their route.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for New England, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Miami, they really sleepwalk through this one as they fall to defeat. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card.